Welcome and thank you for tuning in to Cryptids, Creeps, and Conspiracy. The following content may involve explicit language and materials, so listener discretion is advised. Welcome back, everyone. Bear with me. I know that I sound a little funny. I'll probably be cutting in and out a little bit. I've been very sick the last few weeks, and this is just going to be what you get. So I have my sexy voice on today, but not only that, it's Halloween, guys. It's Halloween. So I had to bring back the one and only Miss Melissa from Ouch Was That a Ghost, who I work with so much and I love her dearly that my son even asked how she's doing to make sure. So every now and then I pop in and send her a message. I'm like, oh, hey, how's it going? Just because my son's curious. I didn't realize until actually setting up that I had not covered anything Halloween related. With the podcast the way it is, every day's a spooky day with me. So it is what it is. But I remember listening to your Halloween episode, and I remember there were things that you brought up that I was like, So anything that you've got to chime in, add to, by all means, feel free to hop in. For anybody who's on the Patreon feed watching this video, I have some extra spookiness going on. I'm going to turn the lights down here in a second, but I've got my candles going. And I'm going to tell you in a minute why. There's an extra reason why I have extra stuff on today. So candles are on. I have my stones spread out in the backdrop also. So they're just sporadic. So I got my little stones out, tried to conjure up some goodies. And I have my cat ball sensors. So they're on as well, which reminds me, I should probably state anything in here who wants to communicate is fine. Hit the balls. We all know the drill, but just in case we have new
I'm
visitors.
sorry. Who said it's fine?
Oh, well, they all happen with you anyway. So sorry, not sorry. Hit the balls, light us up, let us know you're here. If we ask any questions, feel free. Yes is lights, no is no lights, but we don't assume. So let us know that you're here or whatever. I am also going to be turning on my spirit box as we're doing the episode. So if anything wants to chime in, I will be reading whatever it says because it might be wanting to come in. Every night around bedtime, I have a lamp next to my side of the couch, and I've been sleeping on the couch. And every single night, this light flickers. It dims, it comes bright, it flickers off and on. I really need to learn Morse code so I can figure out if something's trying to tell me something and I just don't know. But it happens all the time. Well, I did everything, cleaned the whole house, and I lay down and I'm chilling. And then for whatever reason, out of nowhere, I'm like, man, I'm really hungry. I am craving something. I don't know why, but I need to go cook something. So I go in the kitchen and I'm like, wait a minute. So I turn to my husband. I'm like, yo, have you been in the kitchen? He's like, no, why? And I'm like, this cabinet is open. No one else is in the house. Nothing has been in there. And it's not like, oh, maybe the dog bumped it or something. No, it's a top cabinet. It's just a quarter of the way open. And it's one that we don't use very often. And I'm like, that's weird. So I was like, okay, I'll just go close it. And as I'm walking over to close it, I put my hand on it and closed the door. And it was like I had walked through a wall of cold. Like all of a sudden, it was like I had just walked. I think I'd stepped on the ghost or something because I mean, it got cold and immediately my hair stood up. And one of my it's doing it again. One of my indicators usually when something is around is like, for whatever reason, half of my body will get goosebumps. The other half's fine, but like one half of my body, head to toe, gets goosebumps. And I was there. It was like cold flash and then goosebumps head to toe. It felt like there was wind that like blew by my face. Like something was like, I don't know if it was trying to like move my hair or went past me. And I just stood there because do I move? Like, is it trying to tell me something? I don't know what's going on. And it was just like the chills everywhere. And then it was just like my whole body just felt like it was like electricity. Like something was like, I don't know if it was touching me, what was going on, but it was either really close or I stepped on it or something because it was like total bomb goes off. And I was like, well, that's weird. So then the light in the kitchen starts flickering, which doesn't happen ever. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I was like, whatever. So me being me, I'm like, oh, hello. I don't know what you need, but nice to meet you. And it was just like, it felt like something was piggybacking on top of me. Like it was like right there. So then I get my food because, me, I just make my food and then go sit down because that's what I do. And the moment I sit down, TV starts getting weird, light starts flickering next to me. Everything just goes bananas.
You didn't
And
offer
man,
to share. That's the problem.
yeah, I was like, okay. Then I went and got done eating, went back in the kitchen to get to throw my trash away. And I heard like, hey, like try to get my attention, hey, psst, hey, you. And so I turn around, I'm like, yeah, honey, thinking it was my husband who is sleeping on the couch, like out cold on the couch. I was like, okay, hello. I'm going to bed now. Thanks. But anyway, so that happened last night. Okay, cool. Whatever was there, I will give it a means that if it wants to come out and communicate, it can. I don't know who it was. I don't know what it was. I don't know. It didn't feel it wasn't anything negative. It was just which I'm wondering if that's why I randomly got up in the middle of the night to eat something because it was like, go in the kitchen. It was getting me into the kitchen because normally once I'm down on the couch, I don't get up. Like I'm just there. I'm like a potato. But it was for whatever reason, I just was like, I need to go in the kitchen. So I just wandered in there and it was like, I just walked into it like, hello, we're here. We're proud. We have cat balls. We're going to have a sensor on and we're going to be talking about Halloween. I know that was really long. Dear God, I'm sorry. Holy shit, that was really long. But Melissa, again, House Rosetta Ghosts. You know what? Do we need a minute? We all know you.
Yeah, I've been on so many times.
If not, go check out one of our gazillion other episodes because she's awesome. Either way, again, same as usual. Information's going to be in the description. Go down there, check her out. I've been noticing you've been putting some more designs out there. So seriously, go check out her stuff because they're adorable. So have you had anything interesting happening during the spooky season?
No, I just did an escape room last week, which was really fun. And it was in the haunted house. And it was a blast. I'm going to go back and do an actual investigation there.
Wait, they did an escape room in a haunted place?
Yes. I went up into the attic and you could feel like there was a woman up there, a kid up there. And I went down and I was like, well, what's usually here? And the attic is really active. There's usually like a female and kids up there. And I want to go back and do it. I can't wait to spend the night over there.
Okay, for everybody who, again, if you're not on the Patreon feed, watch this video, go check it out because you just totally didn't see my whole like mind blowing gestures.
Yep.
What started out as ancient traditions grew into a spooky fright fest that occurs year after year. Many scholars believe, a lot of these scholars, again, agree that Halloween started like 2,000 years ago. Suffocate. I keep getting that same word. Multiple sessions I've gotten that. So that's somebody who's been here more than once. I just don't know who it is.
That's not a good word to get.
Bottle? I literally
just reached for my water bottle.
I'm like, and I just moved my phone next to my bottle that I was drinking out of. But so Celtic people in Europe celebrated the end of harvest and the beginning of the new year with a festival called, oh my gosh, wasn't it we were trying to get through Samhain, something? Like, what was the name of this festival?
It's Samhain, but everyone says Samhain.
Nothing like it's spelled. Son of a bitch.
That's a lot of Celtic words. They're like, if you look up females' names and stuff, like Saoirse, it's spelled nothing like how it sounds.
Oh, what was it I just learned? Guverme a grot or something? It's like, thank you.
Oh,
okay. It was like, one was like, Guverme a grot de sul, was like, thank you, handsome. It sounds a lot scarier than it is. Now, if that's wrong, I'm sorry, guys. That's what Google told me. All right. I Googled it. Literally Googled it. But the day marked the end of summer and the beginning of the cold and dark winter that they associated with human death, which still a lot of people, it's cold, it's dark, it's gloomy. It's trying something. I don't know what it's trying.
Yeah, definitely. And back then, it wasn't like today where we were sure we'd make it through the winter. Like, we turn our heat on. Like,
yep.
It was a toss-up. Like, do we have enough food? Are we going to make it through?
Yeah, and what's crazy, too, about that is, like, not only do they associate it with death, but they also look at it as this time they felt they could more easily communicate with the dead because the veil would thin It says it's beside me.
Ah.
Honey. My best friend's name's Honey. And oh my gosh. Thank you. I know you clicked it in my head. I appreciate it. I just did a spirit box session 2 days ago with my best friend who sat beside me, and her name is Honey. Honey's not here right now. I'm sorry, sweet pea. I've got Melissa.
You better not say my name.
Nobody understands. She literally sat right here beside me, and it says beside Honey, and then it said nobody understands. And that's what the spirit kept trying to say to us while we were recording. So again, if you haven't checked out the Patreon feed, it's going to be on the Patreon feed. Go check it out because I'm putting my spirit box sessions on there. Anyway, so they have this big thing. Instead of it being a space or something like that, it is like a whole time frame where this veil is thin. And on top of the fact that it's thinning and you could communicate better, they believed that ghosts return to the earth during this time period. So
Do you know this time period is the most likely you're going to see fairies too?
what?
You can see fairies. It's like more likely you'll see fairies
I
around that time
love
too.
fairies. Oh my
Me
gosh.
too.
So when I was a kid, I was so convinced I would set traps. I was so convinced, and I would try to catch fairies when I was a kid,
That's
like for
awesome.
years. I'm not going in. Did you hear what that said?
No.
It said, come inside. He's touching you close.
Ah.
Yeah. Chill down the back. Okay. Rule is, we already established this. I don't know. You must be new here. Don't touch me. Touch the balls and light them up. Don't touch me. Thank you. But they did all these traditional bonfires to ward off the spirits with bad intentions. And I actually did some digging around, and there is in Ireland, but over there in general, there's a lot of festivals, but there's one in Ireland in particular that I would love to go to. And it's all about fire. They have this huge bonfire. There's fire dancers, and it's just a big spiritual and traditional thing. And I would love to, holy cow, there's the goosebumps to go over there and experience that because that's just something, it's my heritage. I would love it. It'd be great. And my mic is hot. Like I can literally feel the warm off my mic.
Oh,
Okay, we're
maybe he's
good now.
touching the
It's
mic
gone
and
now.
not you.
It's gone now. So that's suffocate again.
I see something came through to me again right there.
That's so weird.
You're going to get a bunch of things like on the recording that you didn't
You know,
hear.
turn this up a little bit, maybe in case it moves or something, I could see it. But anyway, the Celts felt that the ease of spiritual communication during this, how do you pronounce that again?
Samhain.
Samhain, thank you. Made it easier for the priests, which we all, well, if you don't know, I consider druids, to predict the future. I don't know if they were saying that it would heighten their abilities, or maybe the druids were using the spirits to predict. Maybe they were getting information from them, and that communication line being more open maybe enhanced that a little bit. I'm not sure, but they did during that. Oh my gosh, it says it's bright. I just turned the lights up. Well, if you hit a sensor ball and set it off, I'll turn the lights off. How about that? Oh, down. I'll turn them down if you set off a ball. How about that? Deal. All you got to do is touch it, push it, and it'll go off. Okay. Now, these people, again, build bonfires. They sacrifice crops. They would sacrifice animals to appease the deities. And the villagers would attend these bonfires sporting animal heads and skins. No,
Yum.
sweet pea, I can't see you. That's why I want you to hit these sensors.
Do you know when they sacrificed all those animals, they'd burn the bones, and that's where bonfire came from, like bonfire, bonfire.
Oh, I didn't even know that. See, this is why I have Melissa on the show, everybody. She is a great asset here. They think that's why the idea of wearing costumes came in, is because the people would wear the animal heads and the skins and all of that and dress up. Now, I know that there's other theories or folklore that would say to ward off the spirits or to blend in so that the spirits didn't bother you was to dress up like a monster so that you would blend in as the monsters walk the street. But I do find this cool. The bonfires really are a large part of it. And me coming from that background and having that heritage is, and I think you,
No, I'm Irish too. My grandmother's off the boat.
44. I keep getting that number too. I don't know what it means, but something's 44. I'm not possessed. Thank you. I hope not. Have you ever gone to a bonfire,
Can I
right? And
text?
you're,
Do you have your phone or no?
yeah, it's right here. This one's my thing.
Okay.
Something keeps feeling like it's touching my hair. Don't touch me.
I'm too embarrassed to say this on air.
All right, let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, hey. Okay, I'm not going to say what it is, but I do know now what 44 means.
Yep.
I got 44 problems and a bitch ain't none. But yeah, it's just, so you go to a bonfire and you're just sitting around, right? You're drinking a beer, whatever you're doing. But have you ever noticed that when you sit around a bonfire, something about it just feels different? Like the atmosphere is different. There's something almost drawing you towards the fire, not
Mhm.
into the fire.
It's like mesmerizing to sit in front of and
Yes,
just watch
it's
and just be near. It's like a calming, different vibe. I get that.
yes. Okay, I think that is because of our heritage, because I do it too. And I know a lot of people that don't have that problem, but it's almost like you said, you look at it and you just get mesmerized by it and you just see it crackling and you see all these overwhelmed. Oh, sorry. And I just feel like it does. And with it being
You
that
have no empathy for these ghosts. Go ahead.
well,
Sorry.
I'm just so used to it. I'm just overwhelmed that I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I told him the rules. I will not turn the lights down until you set off one of these light balls. And I'm putting my foot down. It is a little overwhelming because I do, like I said, I have extra balls. I have candles lit that I don't normally have. I've got stones. No, I can't hear her, honey. But it is a lot. There's a lot more energy and stuff in here today. So it is a little overwhelming, probably for them. If they're here typically or sporadically and they're used to what it's normally like. And holy shit, I just got really dizzy. Okay, that was weird. I was like, wait, I was like, I just got really dizzy. It's like alcohol. I am not drinking alcohol. I'm sober.
They just gave you a little buzz
Ooh, they
right
gave me a
there
little
walking
buzz
through.
there.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, my face just got like hot. Like when you drink, that is so weird. Oh, I'm getting a ghost buzz. Okay.
There was a house that I covered in Massachusetts. That's one of the things that the ghosts do. When you're walking down the hall, all of a sudden
No.
you'll get super just like this drunk feeling.
Can you get like ghost high?
I don't know. I'm sure there's somewhere that gives you that.
I just
That's
watched
funny.
Scary Movie 2 last night.
Oh my gosh. I just watched The Terrifier last night, which
Okay,
that was
that
the
is-
first time I've ever seen it.
Yes, honey, we're recording. That was two voices. I got two voices that asked if we were recording. Yes, we're recording. So anything, like I said, I'm not going to turn around. I know you guys don't like that. But you could set off any of these lights back here, and this camera is going to let me see that you're doing it, and we are recording. So if you have something to say also, you could talk in here. Just please don't touch me. And you can set off the lights if you want to let us know you're here. We are getting everything recorded. Like that was two voices. That's cool. But my son I was talking about a movie today. He's like, you ever see Terrifier 3? I'm like, no. And it's so weird because I've never heard the name of that movie until he just said it. And then you just said it. And this was like an hour ago.
It's like I didn't know what to expect going into it because I heard people go see it and they throw up in the theaters like it's that gruesome. But
It's a-
when I watched it, it was so funny. Like it was gross in some points, but
Yeah,
it was so funny.
I don't like the gore and the blood and the guts and all that.
It wasn't that bad though. Like that when it's bad, but there's not very many of them.
No, thank you. Ugh. Willies.
Okay.
But sorry, we got a little distracted there, but we're good.
Sorry.
Who are you? This is Melissa up here, and I'm Natasha.
And stay in Natasha's house.
Yeah. You guys got to stay in here in the studio. I got some really long, creepy looking fingers. There's actually a story behind that. Remind me later. But by 43 AD, the Romans conquered most of the Celtic territory. And with this, they brought their own festivals and all of their culture. And the Romans' celebration in October was called, Feralia, I think is how you pronounce that, which also commemorates the passing of the dead. So it was same concept, same purpose, different name. Another Roman holiday is, oh my gosh, Pomona, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this festival is to honor the Roman goddess of the fruit and trees, which the symbol of this festival is an
Apple.
apple. So they think that bobbing for apples is thought to have originated because they did this game to celebrate the apple and what it symbolized.
Some of those were done to like figure out who your future husband
Yes,
would be
yes.
too.
So they
Oh,
would
sorry.
say you would bob. Well, they'd have contests too, and then like when you bobbed for an apple, it was like you would see, what was it? Was it in the water or like a mirror or something? And you
I
would
forget.
see the face of your supposed future husband or
I
something like that.
I grew up bobbing for apples. Looking back, that is so disgusting because we used to have all the neighborhood kids around doing it in this one bucket, and we're all shoving our head
Yes,
and drool in there.
yes.
It's fun, but
How did how did we not suffocate? Ah, play on words, little ghosty. I got you. I got you, boo. Much later, there was obviously Christian and Catholic popes that began trying to rid other religions of their holidays, per the norm. And May 13th of 609 AD, Pope Boniface the Fourth. Jeez, I just can't even with this name. Okay. Decided that he had the right to dedicate the Pantheon in Rome to the Christian martyrs. So he's like, fuck y'all, this is going to be for martyrs. I'm just erasing everything you've ever done with it, and it's now for us. Pope Gregory III later added saints to the celebration and changed the date to November 1st. Then by 11, or oh my Jesus Christ. Wow, that came out really weird. By 1000 AD, November 2nd became a time for the living to pray for the souls of the dead. That was acceptable because you were praying for the souls. Then All Saints' Day is honored now on November 1st. And because of this, October 31st became All Hallows Eve. So that's time frame why. And then once they came in and decided they were going to like decapitate everybody if you didn't agree with what they were doing, we just ended with that. Because why not, right? Now, even with the changes that were made, people still associated the time with Bring It. We got a ghost talking shit over here. He's like, Bring It, Brittany. But what it was, they still associated with the dead, walking around with us, spinning of the veil, that kind of thing. And people would leave out food and gifts to try to satisfy the hungry spirits to keep them at bay and happy. You didn't want a bunch of hangry ghosts walking around, so you'd leave them just some snacks. And all
right.
I can think of are Casper when they have those ghosts and they're just like mowing down in the kitchen and it all just keeps falling down onto the floor. But at the same time, as it went, eventually again would dress in creepy costumes and go around begging for treats. If you're gonna be if you're gonna feed hungry spooks, then why not, right?
Right.
And they would dress up, go door to door, looking for food or money because there was also shortages at the time. This ghost has my back. It was. I was talking and something came in and it says not very, and then the one next to it goes stop interrupting, and then the one next to it goes praise. Like that is great. Thank you for having my back, spook. Things are cold, things are hard, crops, all that. So everybody's struggling. So they're all going around begging for stuff. And again, trick or treating was common amongst Christians, actually, believe it or not, because they would do it too. They would go around. Something really wants to know how we're doing. We're fine. Thank you. From October 31st to November 2nd, they would dress in black. Hi. To mourn the dead while going door to gather food donations for widows and people who had just lost loved ones.
Oh, that's nice.
So they did contribute as trick or treating too. And I think now I've heard of places that do this like trunk or treat. I know there's different variations of it, but I do know places where it's like a reverse. So you come, you dress up, but you bring canned goods and you donate those to like a food drive instead of actually doing trick or treating, which is fun. Now, though the act was called mumming, it's now trick or treating. 15. Thank you.
Well, I heard
15.
that one clear.
Yeah, that one was like really loud. Oh, this is okay. So I did put it in here. So in the 17 and 1800s, thank you, single women would competitively bob for apples because they thought the winner would marry first.
Oh, so it's like catching a bouquet, but you catch the
Yeah,
apple?
yeah, yeah. The festival, whoever knows how to bob them apples, subscribe to the Patreon to see the motion, would marry first, which I guess if you got some, you got a pretty mouth. And in the middle of the 19th century, there was a wave of Irish immigrants that came to the US and they had a custom of making jack o' lanterns. Only their jack o' lanterns were not made from pumpkins, they were made out of turnips, potatoes, and beets. Can you imagine trying to like hollow out a turnip?
Beet? Oh, yeah,
Oh, a
a
beet.
beet worse, but yeah, either
Yeah.
one. I can
Yeah.
barely make the triangle
But
eye
like a
from the big one.
potato,
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
it was just interesting. I was like, oh, okay, well, use what you got, right? 400 to 100 AD, there was a rise in witchcraft. Our girls and guys to discriminate. Due to this, there was an increase in the celebration of the holiday called the Witches' Sabbath, which was also conveniently on October 31st. And it was pretty much typical night of feasting and revelry. Many of the common Halloween. It's what we want. Okay. You got it, boss. Follow you. Okay, where we go. They're following me somewhere. I don't know where we're going. But the common Halloween things, broomsticks, witches, skulls, pumpkin, black cats, they all kind of stemmed from these celebrations. They're just things that people attach to them, which I always laugh because everybody's like, oh, black cats and all this crap. I've got a black cat. I love black cats.
Me too. They're the smartest ones.
They are, but they're so mischievous. But they're
They
so
are.
pretty.
But
Kind of
they're the
like
most
me.
human-esque. Out of all the cat breeds, I think that the black cats are more human-like than any other ones.
I agree. I agreed. It's hiding.
I heard that it's hiding very clearly.
Celebrating Halloween in colonial England, or New England, was very much frowned upon because the whole Protestant belief system. You got to have religion come in and snuff everything out.
That
But
was
they said
another one. It keeps screeching on my end. You're gonna get a lot when you edit this.
nothing happened.
I keep
mean,
hearing a word. So they're gonna be words when you slow it down
Weird.
because it's a really fast something they're saying. So get
Yeah,
ready
and
for that.
there wasn't even anything on the spirit box that time. That was nothing.
Okay. I'm just saying, get ready.
That's the second time I've heard that. I'm
What did it
sorry.
say?
This is strange. Which it might be strange because, like I said, if it's something that's been here a while, everything looks a little different. Like I took a bunch of stuff down and like redid the back of my studio. But anyway, it was more common in Maryland and the colonies further south. So as it trickles down, people were celebrating it a little bit more. So there's the Jim. Sick. But as different European ethnicities mixed in with the American Indians or natives, Americans, whatever you guys, I don't know what the technical term is, sorry. That's when we came up with the Americanized version of Halloween. So the first celebrations involved what they call play parties, which sounds like a great time. I want an invite. Just saying. But play parties were public events where people would share stories of the dead, sing, dance, tell other people's fortunes, get up to no good, and spooking people out of their minds with the scariest ghost stories they come up with. So basically, it turned into summer camp or a girls' sleepover.
That's awesome. So it's just like sitting around the fire, just trying to scare everybody around you.
Hot damn. But by the mid 19th century, it was popular to have yearly autumn festivals. And that's pretty much what I got. So, because of big different spurts of people coming over, they would real. Yeah, keep it real. It's just something that, to me, I find it interesting how things evolve over time. It's spooky season, and people are still celebrating spooky season for what it is. It's not, I don't know. I guess something just totally blocked my brain. Hold on. Do you got anything while my brain's descrambling, whatever the hell's in here? Just, I think,
No,
totally,
it came out
totally
of a
screwed
lot
me
of like
here.
ritualistic practices, but I think that Christianity, like steamrolling it all, just took bits and pieces of it to keep it alive, but it changed what it's actually about.
What are you going to go for Halloween?
I don't know. I was actually online earlier trying to shop because I have to get something. I have a party Saturday I'm going to. What are you going as?
So every year, I let my niece and I, Dick, I'm going as a, are you afraid? No, I'm not afraid of Dick. You might think so at this point, but I'm not. But anyway, so we always have matching costumes for the last 3 years. So I give her ideas and I let her pick. We decorate the porch and we hand out candy. So,
That's
one,
fun.
the way I look at it is I know my sister gets a little nervous having the kid about, even though I will stab a mofo in the throat and I'm really like super clingy, but my kid doesn't like to go. So we just hand out candy here because, one, I can control it. She's here, she's in the porch. My porch is enclosed. We have electricity. So a lot of times I'll put a heater out here so we can stay warm and hand out candy. And my door, we can just open it when somebody comes and gets candy and then close it so we can keep the wind out.
And you have enough kids in your community that come by?
Oh, yeah. This year, she decided that we should go as Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf. I think she's 8 or 9, 8, 9, something like that. Anyway, she said that I have to be Little Red and she's the Big Bad Wolf. So I'm Little Red Riding Hood. Yes, bribed. She bribed me to be Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, I want it to be something Beetlejuice related, but everyone's going to be that. So I want to be something more
Yeah.
original, like being Bob. That would be
Are
so
you,
fun.
are you wanting to be like something?
I
It's
go
what
more
I want.
funny than sexy. I like just making people laugh, but I've been like Winifred, vampires, like
Um,
an undercover
mean-
detective where me and my sister were matching mullets.
Okay, that's awesome. What if you took a cardboard box and you like put a hole in it and you could put it either like at your waist or wear it over your shoulders and put like a nightstand, like a lamp, and put like a table stand, like maybe a doily or paint a doily or something on it, and put like a book and some glasses, and you could be a one night stand.
That's a good possibility. I like that one.
Wants to,
Oh, okay.
because I want to.
If I get the spooky okays, as long
Yeah.
as she doesn't join me, then I'll,
Yeah, so
I'll
you
do
guys.
that.
Well, I think that one was maybe a he, but
Oh, he. Oh,
it had a male voice anyway. I mean, I guess I can't discriminate nowadays. Whatever.
yeah.
What if you guys were? Holy cow! I just got a really big cold chill. Morticia and Gomez.
Eh.
Yeah, I didn't like the Morticia and Gomez. I was thinking Morticia and Gomez, like old school, like
Yeah.
family values. That's what I was thinking.
But see, if I
Also-
was going to do that, I'd be
Oh,
like cousin
okay, holy
It. That's
whatever
funnier
this
to
is.
me.
Stop touching me. Did you hear that? By the time touching me, and it goes, I need it.
Oh,
No, you don't.
would be really funny. Will Ferrell from SNL when he's sitting there with the cowbell.
I don't know. No,
Oh, you never watched that?
no, not
Okay.
likely. Listen to us. Not likely. They didn't like that idea.
All right, forget it.
What? Oh, what about Lily and Herman Munster?
Lily and Herman Munster. I don't even know what they look like.
Oh my god!
I know the Munsters. I just can't. Oh, he has the green head. I can't picture what she looks like at all, though.
He's basically Frankenstein's
Like
monster,
Frankenstein,
and she's
yeah.
basically Bride of Frankenstein, but she's gorgeous.
But I can swap him and make him be the girl.
Yeah, or you guys could do like the like the plug, like make a plug, so like one's a plug in, and then you have a out plug. So
That's boring. I like to be ridiculously funny if I can
I
be.
got it. Okay, get
What?
the oversized shirt, put a beach ball in it, paint the shirts. When you stand next to each other, you're a big set of boobs.
You're so stupid.
It'd be fun.
Yeah, he'd actually probably go for that one.
Because here's the thing. Something is like giving me goosebumps everywhere.
Geek. None of
Feel
your
like
cap.
control.
None of the balls went off, right?
No. So far, we're ball free. Okay, so we'll wrap this one up. Everybody, again, this is Miss Melissa from Ouches That It Goes. Go check her out. Again, show her love. Like, subscribe, share. Suffocate again. Okay, apparently we're suffocating everybody. And just go check her out and make sure you spread the word about us, about that. Again, subscribe to the Patreon feed. So why the hell not? Now,
Absolutely.
the shout outs only come if you stay longer than the free trial, though. So just disclaimer that because I'm not going to do a bunch of shout outs for nothing. As suckers.
Mm.
But I guess if we don't have anything else, until next time, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Cryptids, Creeps, and Conspiracy. If you wouldn't mind, please take a moment and give the show a 5-star review wherever you're listening. I know it might not seem like much, but it greatly helps the show and allows people to find us more easily. Also, head on over to www.patreon.com/cryptids, creeps, and conspiracy and subscribe to any of the tiers. Members of the Big Show tier get bonus materials, personalized shoutouts on the pod, ad-free episodes, access to the private Discord server, quarterly appreciation gifts, and a chance to be on the show. Not to mention video versions of the episode. Before you go, don't forget to click the link in the description and grab yourself or someone you know some self-designed merch by me, or make a donation to help keep the show going and fund future events and investigations. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Threads, and TikTok. If you have any questions, topic recommendations, or personal encounters, please send them to cryptidscreepsandconspiracy@gmail.com or submit them through the contact form at www.cryptidscreepsandconspiracy.com. I would love to hear from you and share your experiences on a listener episode. Just make sure that you specify that I have permission to add your encounter to the show and let me know whether or not you would like your real name read or an alias to maintain confidentiality. Thank you guys all again so much for your support. Until next time, my friends. See ya.